Mab here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Mab, and I do anything and everything DIY. So if that's your thing, then don't forget to smash the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you will be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And for today's video, after a year of not uploading a video, I'm back on a Halloween with a used custom Air Force Ones triple white originally that we customed into a Friday the 13th and Scream collab because the client cannot choose one, so we did both. And if you'd like to see how that goes, then keep on watching.
So here's the before. And the first thing we gotta do is prepare. Step 1, of course, is to take off the shoelaces and then clean it up real good. I'm not gonna be showing that here anymore. Now here's the reference photo. Now start drawing the outline using a pencil, any pencil of your choice, and then draw it with a pen afterwards. Erase the pencil marks and brush it off. I'm starting off hardest to easiest character-wise, and then I'm gonna painting that off white section by section. I'm starting off with the face first, painting it off with a white one, and as you can see, the pen marks still shows through even with one layer of white on it. Now color wise, I'm starting off from lightest to darkest because I don't want to be wasting my time mixing it all over again if I'm still going to be using the same color later on. And as for the face, I will be putting, of course, all of the dimensions in it, putting textures because it looks really dirty and old. Now, of course, try to copy the colors and everything that you can as much as possible and clean up your brush afterwards. I'm really lazy cleaning my brush, which is one reason why I'm doing the cleanest, like the lightest to darkest of colors first, wiping it off on a cotton pad with an acetone in it. Now onto the back of the head. It's more of a dark gray, not a black, as well as the neck part. So I just mix basically a gray and a hint of black on it until I get the color as near. Of course, if you can do a perfect match, why not? Now, as for the 3 red triangle marks on the face, I used fire red for that. And for most of, everything on this project, I used a 00 round brush. If you've got a 000 or a 0, the smallest brush you can get. You want everything to be in fine detail and wouldn't want like thick lines on it. It's not like an anime style that you've got to have like thick to thin lines. Everything's got to be thin because especially that the reference photo that we have is a realistic one. Now for the vest, it is actually like faded dark blue and dirty, so I actually mixed here navy blue and gray to put some dimensions on it, not just like a flat dark blue or gray, like dark gray on it, which is not really as noticeable as as it is, as it should be, let's say in the movies. Now going on to the jacket here, I'm putting it like color by color and just really putting faded parts, defined parts, it's more of a khaki brown, like really dirty khaki brown, of course. So if you're gonna be killing people, you wouldn't have clean clothes, you wouldn't have the time and take the time to actually change clothes, change costumes. It's like really old and worn out. So of course, do not forget your shadows. That puts a lot of dimension to it. And just tapping it off with my finger, so to have faded parts like looks rotting. Or you can also use old like old scruffed up brushes, if you don't want to use your fingers. Still going on from lightest to darkest. As for the shadows, I'm using gray, not black. So we can still have a slight difference between the grays, like the dark grays, and the black outlines that we'll be using. Now, as for the t-shirt part, because apparently Jason has got a navy blue shirt and a blue grayish vest plus a brown jacket. Now, I'm sorry I wasn't able to film that. I did notice that the camera I was using had no battery in it, so it died. So I'm already using my phone. Back to my phone again, shooting this part. And on the t-shirt, I just used navy blue. Now, in this case, of course, with projects like this, that has lots of details and colors and shades in it, just be sure to take your time. Do not rush it and really enjoy the process. And of course, at the same time, like always double check. Always double check the details if it's correct with the reference photo. And if you need to polish at least 5 times, go ahead and do so. Always treat a project as if it's your own. Now on to Jason's easiest part, the swoosh. If you want to do a light, really light gray, a silver, a gray on it, go ahead and do so. Now, of course, do not forget Jason's hair. He's got a few strands of hair. I did light gray for this. Now on to Ghostface. Here's the reference. Now, for the most part, Ghostface is just all black. It's just gonna be on the face, basically, that you'll be having a different color. And to get a better grasp of that, I did black first on this one, and then we'll be doing gray outlines later on. Now, in this case, the reason why we'll be doing gray outlines is that with what I'm seeing with some of the custom sneakers or jacket, whatever, that has ghost face in it, it's just a flat black. Now, by doing that, you wouldn't know where the start and the ends. It just meets. Like where the armhole where the armhole is. This is why I do not like doing voiceovers. I stutter and I talk a lot, but we've got time because it's just all black. And always, of course, just look at your reference photo, even if you already had it on pencil or pen for the outline. I'm still imagining here where the where this arm hole goes for the arm and doing it section by section just like that. So I'd have like a mental picture of it. Because once it's all black, um, it'll be harder to imagine that. So I'm just putting like really thin, like gaps for the arm, where the body goes. Now, as for the face, I used white, gray, and that's it. And just use different shades of it because it's not just a flat white mask. It's more of like a really, really, really light gray to put dimensions in it, and shadows, because if it's just flat, it's gonna look really boring. Now, as you can see, going for the outline on this one, still look at your reference photos. Have multiple reference photos, by the way, because there might be something missing because of lighting or whatnot on one reference photo. So do not just stick with one reference photo. A lot of white and grays, just mix it up. Still using a really, really small brush. I think I was using here a 1 or 2 and a 0, um, 1 or 2 angled brushes, and then zeros, of course, for the round brushes. Just putting as much detail as I can, and of course, since you're doing this really close to your face, make sure to look at it from afar if it's actually proportion. Especially I'm the type of person that draws. I did not study art, basically. uh, I studied nursing. I just love drawing since I was a kid, and I just eyeball everything. But of course, if you're the type who has the technique, the knowledge, to draw the right proportions better, or whatever you're used to, if it works, go ahead and do it. Now, since I already did the red swoosh for Ghost Face, I'm going on to the red as well for the blood drippy drippy parts for Jason's weapon, swoosh weapon. And take a look at reference photos for blood splatter and blood drips. I wouldn't want this to be like the thick ones, like cartoonish blood drips. I want it to be like the really small, detailed, thin, drippy blood. And as for the inner swoosh for both pairs, we will be doing red with drippy drippy parts on it. The client wanted the drippy drippy parts right at the end, half, like outer half of the swoosh, the thinner part, just like what we did here for Ghost Face, but not the whole swoosh. So that's what we're gonna be doing later on, while we're letting the first few layers of red on the inner swoosh part dry up. We're gonna go ahead and do the drippy drippy parts for Ghost Face. Now, time-wise, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm actually going from one shoe to the other, especially on this red part, because we will not just be doing one layer of red. It's going to be really translucent. So I did at least 3 to make that really, really red.
basa dito sa dulo.
Ito. Ay, huwag ko na bawakan.
Kabila.
Oh, mas. Hindi na magiging si Aska dito.
Ay, kung mawa ka, basa pa. Padidikitin.
Ganda, tangin na. Ay, next week, ganito ka.
Huwag mo itikit! Bakla na atan. May sosot, ha?
Pati nga dito, Jess.
Yours truly, ma'am. Tapos na ilagay mo signature mo eh.
Meron dyan, sobrang late lang. Sobrang late yun.
Ay. Isa lang.
Oo.
Angas.
Para hindi na
Lagi na
masyado
tayo
halata.
magpapaganto.
And there you have it. We're all good. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate that. And if you did like the video, enjoyed it, or at least learned something from it, please do not forget to hit on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell so you will be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And as always, if you have any questions, comments on what we did, of course, suggestions, please feel free to put them all down below or hit me up on Instagram, and it's me, MabMab. You now have a good one. I'll see you on our next video. Thank you so much again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.